choir, 2 numbers, Spirit on stage.
Up another level. We got a lot of things to say tonight, so we might as well get on with it. Here we go, Terrence, a walk.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming
these are students of the University of Houston's Good News Gospel Choir. Thank you for having us on your program this evening.
I'm dancing. You know, last time I was wearing the Cougar outfit, you didn't know it was, but this time I was actually doing that whole thing. Can you believe that? Someone say no? Me neither. Well, welcome to the Moore's Opera House. Are you here? You know, when I heard the gospel choir, I was on my feet screaming and yelling. You need to get up real quick. I mean, you need to get some energy going in that body of yours. I mean, are you tired? I know it's midweek. We're here to help you get over the hump. Get it? Uh-huh. Okay, so, to start this off, we come up with a plan. We've got a plan for this evening. We're going to kick it up another level. We're going to kick it up things to say tonight, so we might as well get on with it. Here we go, Terrence, a walk.
Language in this audience. You're kidding me. Really? Alright. Let me get this right. You have to understand, Steve Brown, his language is sometimes, well, it's not exactly G-rated. So, I'm about to interpret this for you. Now, let me get this right. You don't like an audience that just sits around. You want them to clap. On 2 and 4. Okay, gotcha. 1, 2. On 2 and 4, let's go. 1. Okay, you don't like an audience that sits down. I got you. Everybody up. And up. Okay, I got you. What else? It's not all about me. They said Brown is slimming. And I want to put this on. All right, a couple things. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's time to let the good times roll. Do you know why? Why? Well, you all know why. Go Cougs is exactly right. We're on a campaign. Don't be worried. Some of you are afraid I'm going to say something about a campaign. Although we just finished many campaigns. Not to talk politics for a second, but I mean, really, has this not been a political storm? Who cares about politics, actually? Oh, I know. If I started on that, one side would do one thing, one side would do the other. But who cares? The only politics that I'm caring about and the campaign that I'm caring about is the University of Houston Cougars, who are going to be the Conference USA champs. Not only is this campaign going to be a successful one, but I can guarantee you ultimate victory. I'm very excited about this. We have something that we want to do for a second here, and it's real serious. We have very few serious parts of the show, but this is serious. It's something exciting. I'm out of control about this, and I'm going to let some other people speak. Steve Hall, believe it or not. And but what we want to do is, if you look at your program, there's this new part. It's called New Traditions. And, you know, there are some incredible things that you're going to see tonight. You're going to see the rich history of this band. You're going to see something that's going to surprise a lot of you when the first video comes down, and it should be a pretty thrilling moment. If it works, if it doesn't, I'll tell you all about it. But, hey, we're loosening up this evening. We gotta relax a little, have some fun. But here's the deal. New traditions. We don't start many, because you don't do that. at an institution like this that has such a rich history and a wonderful story of its beginnings. You don't do that. But every now and then, there comes a time, and the time is right to start a new tradition. One of our band alumni, especially in this case, to announce this person, who has significantly changed the Cougar Band alumni, who have the tenacity and the energy to get with me in the year 2000 and say, David, we need to make this happen. There are wonderful band alumni from the 80s, from the 90s, from the 70s, from the 60s, from the 50s, from the 40s, and we got to bring them together, and we got to start now. And he said, David, it's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen like that. And we're not going to look for it, we're going to say, one person at a time. Well, I can tell you that 7 years later, they've identified over over 2,000 now, band alumni that they're looking to find and get back involved with this university. And we've already had success. We've had 50 yards of band at this last game. We're going to have 100 yards of alumni band next year at Cougar Band Alumni Day. But I want to first recognize what Chris and Trish Mims brought to my attention. We needed something. We needed to symbolize something as we stake our claim in the state of Texas and the United States, which in turn is the world, the University of Houston's claim to the future. And that starts with our students. That's what's so important. And the band is a symbol of staking the claim. We go out on that field, we stake the claim for the Cougars. This is Cougar territory. Here comes the football team. It's theirs. And this Friday on December 1st, you're going to see it first. You're going to see it first on December 1st at a conference championship game. The University of Houston band will march out for their pregame. By the way, have you got your tickets? If you don't, you better get them. You don't want to miss it. Be a part of history. Now, we're going to march on that field, and those drum majors, the 3 drum majors that I'm going to introduce to you, Ryan Heath, Jeff Schellinger, and Terry Vilma, come on out. They're going to be carrying, thank you, they are carrying with them a new tradition. And they're going to talk to you for just a second, or Ryan is, because you're going to love this tradition. Steve Hall, this may get you to actually stand up and start yelling and hollering and yelling go things like you did all those years ago when you were a kid. And you know, he's way, way older than that. At least 20 years. All right, so anyway, Trish and Chris Mims said, David, we got to have a symbol for this band. We got to have a symbol that goes out on the field, and they stake their claim for the University of Houston. It symbolizes what we all want to have happen in the state and in this country. And so, ladies and gentlemen, presented by Executive Board Member and President Chris Mims and his wonderful wife Trish, and I think they're on this side. Please stand up, Chris. Thank you. Their words, spirit, dedication, pride. Presented by Christopher and Patricia Mims, 2006. Spirit of Houston, alumni mix to stake our claim.
We'd like to welcome everybody here tonight. And on behalf of the Spirit of Houston Cougar Marching Band and my colleagues, Jeff and Taryn, we would like to say thanks to Chris and his wife and all of the Cougar Band alumni for this incredible gift. More importantly, we would like to say that we accept the incredible new tradition that comes along with this. Mr. Bertman failed to mention this, and I cannot believe that you didn't do this.
I messed up, that's why you're here.
This is the 60th anniversary of the Spirit of Houston Cougar Marching Band at this university. For 60 years, this group, these students, many of you who are here tonight, have been the leaders of spirit, pride, and tradition at the University of Houston. I feel a little bit weird being out here accepting this on behalf of the band because, along with my dear friend Jeff, this is my 3rd and final year as a drum major of this incredible organization. I've been thinking about this over the past few weeks and realizing that before too long, I will be an alumni as well. And I look back on how this group has grown, how the university has grown even in the past 4 years. When you walk around our campus, you see students greet each other. Hi, hello, how are you? You see band students greet each other. It's the same thing every time. in classes, in rehearsals, which never ceases to annoy all of our directors. But you see a Go Cougs, and it could mean anything. But for us, it means the same thing. It means the same thing. Go Cougs. Now, I'm glad that you all realized there's a football game this weekend, which we were incredibly excited about. But more importantly, we're excited about the fact that that's our job, that we are the leaders of spirit, pride, and tradition at this university. We have an incredible group of seniors, who for 4, 5, 6, 7 years have been the leaders of this group. There are a few. Have been the leaders of this group, have been the ones carrying on that pride and tradition. When we graduate on May 11th, we'll be taking all of that graduation money that we hope we're getting across the street and paying our dues as first-year members of the Houston Alumni Organization. It's that important. It's that important to us. This university is that important to us. In addition to that, I, along with Jeff, and many of our seniors, will be going to our band alumni organization, an incredible group of people who have passed on this spirit and tradition to us. We'll be joining that group. I hope that you join us as members of the 100 Yards of Band, as proud band alumni for those of you that are here tonight. It is that important. This group is that important. When we come back, well, many people say, hey, when I come back, I hope this is still there. I hope things are still the same. It's different here. When I come back, I know that these traditions will still be there because they've been there for 60 years and they're going to continue because of the great people in this group, because of the great people at this university, the incredible vision that President Googe, the people like Mr. Maggard, the people like Coach Riles, the people like David Bertman have set down for us. And it's because of the incredible students at this university that these traditions will continue. We'd like to say thank you for coming tonight. We hope you enjoy the show. And on behalf of all of the members of the Spirit of Houston, my dear friends Jeff and Taryn, we'd like to say, Go Cougar!
And now, not much need more talking, ladies and gentlemen, the famous Cougar Dogs.
I buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I get you anything, my friend, that makes you feel alright. 'Cause I don't care too much for money, 'cause money can't buy me love. You are all I got to give, if you say you love me too. I may not have a lot to give, but what I got, I give to you. I don't care too much for money, 'cause money can't buy me love, can't buy me love.
Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Houston proudly presents the Spirit of Houston, Cougar.
I know it's very difficult. I mean, isn't this a beautiful place? Anyway, but don't you think that, I mean, beautiful does not mean reserved and all the time. All right, now this next one, if you can't move on this, the band will move for you. I believe the next one is called The Horse. Okay, people. Fix this thing. Now, all right. Now, you all can sit down. I know you're tired already. I know. And listen, that is, except for y'all down here, I expect a little more rowdy behavior from you. Listen, I'll tell you how awesome this university is. We have a fraternity and a sorority, or there's one or two, that called and said we need 75 tickets to this silly concert. And that actually paid for one of them. All right, listen, that is the traditions of this band at the university, and that's the band tradition right there.
Oh, no, it isn't!
There's more. Stand up again. I don't know if you can do this again. We now may be seated for a second as the band moves back behind the curtain. And we say goodbye to you because the next section is just too bizarre. we're taking the intermission. We need a break. Your ears need a break. But mostly because there's an auction going on that you all need to bid on. Now, you have spent enormous amounts of money already, I know. This is a very wealthy audience, except for you front people down here. In fact, we know, is Mr. Ryerson here? Is the Vice Chancellor of Advancement here? All the wealthy people. Look there, he's coming to get your money. And I'm right there with him. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an auction. We appreciate your attendance. This will be a short intermission, but just long enough to give us a break. Thank you, trombones. You can leave now. And we'll give you a chance to buy some stuff. Go do.
Senior Drum Major, the Spirit of Houston Cougar Marching Band, Star Spangled Salute.
Well, there's about 270 people or so. You can relax for a second here. And it's loud. But we want to demonstrate a little bit of what a big band can do with volume on the other side. You're all going, thank you, Lord. This next piece is just, I tell you, there are several pieces in my life, and I know yours too, but there's pieces of music that just have that melody. Mine always happened to be some hymn. And for a little Jewish boy from Tonka, Oklahoma, that is an interesting story. I will share with you some of it. But this is precious, Lord, and we are so lucky to have drum majors, 3 fantastic drum majors. I know, it's getting late. I'm hurrying to do this. And this is Ryan Heath, Sr. Then I just want to make you sort of sit down. Because you're tired. Sorry you guys can't sit down. I have this rule with the band that like we never sit down at a football game. No one ever sits down. I never sit down. I am sitting down. It is a wild and crazy week. I mean, I'm telling you people, we got conference championship hosting at the University of Houston's on fire. I guess you heard that Friday is considered the University of Houston Day. Is this true? Something like that? Why are you so excited? What's wrong with you people? I think every day is University of Houston Day. Who did that? All right. That's a senior band person's dad right there. Shall we do that real quick? You want to do that? Say it again. Whose house? Whose house? Who? One more. Whose house? Whose house? Absolutely, it's a
There's another song that gets me. There's really bunch. But at this time during the season of university life, I think that just sitting for a minute and thinking about that song is really important. Will you join us? You're really good. I did hear some, we have a couple of ringers in here. There's a major soprano, someone. We do have some wonderful vocal people here. We're going to introduce them to you. But I don't want to get you so quiet and comfy that we fall asleep and we stay here till brunch. I'd be accused that this evening might go on until tomorrow morning. And of course, if I had my way, I would. But ladies and gentlemen, let's move back a little bit and let's bring on our famous Cougar dolls to kick up the holiday spirit a little bit with walking around the Christmas tree. Sorry, I blocked the microphone. And it's our own rocket, so let's move back up. Hey, now, this is a very important part of the program. It says the facts of life. And to be honest with you, you know, teaching college has been such an experience because when you start with middle school and high school, you know, you are responsible. I know. You know, that part of education is supposed to be left at home, and trust me. You know, we have to do our part too. And so, you know, the facts of life take on very different meanings. At the University of Houston, however, facts of life, it's time to give them the last bit of guidance that you can as they go out into the world and face all the challenges that so many of you face every day and fail at them. And so, not all of you went to university, not all of you had some of the professors here that would help you with this, I understand. And so I feel very sympathetic for you. Plus, I want to make it worth your dollar, or $20, or $10, or $500, or, you know, $15,000, or $250 million that you're going to get. I want to make it worth that because we're going to give you something that can help you as you face life's challenges. When your children come home and complain how bad school is or how bad something is, you can teach this to them. When your boss comes down on you sort of hard, you can look at them and you can think these things because this is the key. This is the key. Would you all please stand? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, son. Dr. Lampkin gave me a beautiful, beautiful, most lovely piece of art that is hanging in my office, and it says, "What if the hokey pokey is what it's all about?" I think that's a very collusive question. I respect your answers. And we'll check for plagiarism. It's very simple. I want you to practice with this one time, because I do not want to have to stop and start again. And I had to every year. Let's teach it to him first, and then see if we can do it with the music. You put your right foot in. Did you do it? You put your right foot out. Come on. You put your right foot in, you figure out a way to get these things, I know, and you shake it all about. Now this is the hard part, and I know that some of you are going to have to trouble with this. If you can't do it, just move your hands. If you can do it, do it. You do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around. And then this part, I let you be creative. We clap. That's what it's all. Now we repeat it. I'm going to give this to you very quickly. See if you do it. Ready? We're going to do it very fast first so we get them out there quickly. You put your right foot in, put your right foot out, your right foot in, shake it out. Do the other way, turn it around, left foot, body. Put your left foot in, your left foot out, your left foot in, shake it out, do the other way. And then, put your right arm in, your right arm in, shake it out, the left arm in, left arm in. And then the big part. You do it for him. Play that one. Do the hard, you can do this, the hokey pokey, you can do whatever you want to do. That's what it do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3,
you have no idea how simple you people look. I am the silliest. Okay, all right. While I've got you up and standing, I mean, what is cool about band, and evidently some of these other groups, is that band can, no, this is good. Boys went to the sorority and asked them to come to this. Here's what I'm going to. Band sort of ignites some of these romances. You may sit down if you want to, because you're going to stand up in a second. I know, now just chill out for a second. I gotta look at some of these, you make me nervous. There are people up here, Stuart Evans and his wife met in band, Mike and Ira Story met in band, Doug Palmer, who's been playing bass, and his wife Lynette, she was the twirler. I mean, for heaven's sakes, something, obviously connects and makes these people really meet and enjoy each other. And, last year, around this time, and you'll see this on this very stage, we had a proposal. Yeah. And they're not together anymore. That is not true. Tiffany, raise your hand. Steve Lisco, raise your hand. They're still getting there. They're still there. And right in the middle of the song, most Steve Lisco walked right down the side and proposed right in front of all these people in the television audience, the whole thing. And, I did a whole other level of the world. I'm not even here right now. So anyway, we're going to sing the song, and you're going to sing it with us. And if you want to stand, stand. If you don't, if you want to talk to somebody, talk to them. If you're yelling at somebody like someone down here, you may not really like the person you're next to. And so you may want to yell out to someone back there that you want to go out with or something. If you know anybody out there that you want to ask out or you want to marry, maybe you'll do it through the singer. This is the everything that's hey baby. A 1, 2, hey baby, 1, 2, 3. Anybody? The next thing here is the next thing a band video? Yes or no? The next is a band video, and the band's going to leave. So, is there anybody? Anyone? Band dismissal. You may go to your study. You may go to your places. Right, the band video is coming on now. Am I correct on this? The band video is next. Okay, so if y'all can go now. Sorry, Larry. Sorry, Larry. No proposal on this one. I'm sorry, Larry. All right.
some have changed, some forever, not for better, and some have gone, and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all.
We're moving this along. You'll be here, you'll be out of here by 11:30, don't worry. All right. Okay, this is a second where we have to, you don't understand, when people say, David, you talk too much, David, you talk too much. People, what do you, I mean, you want to sit in silence? You'd rather my voice in silence, right? Oh, right. Okay. No, I've never asked that question. All right. So here's the deal, we have many distinguished people here tonight. And, you know, I mean, it's a Wednesday night, we gave you a little church in the beginning, I feel very good about that. You don't know me well enough, some of you do. I mean, it's all part of me. So we started and we keep it going. So we get that, we keep you out too late, and we're helping you over the hump. But y'all are wonderful people. We've got, like, in these boxes, these are true Cougar spirit. I mean, I'm telling you, they motivated me the year I got here, 7 years. It's been 7 years. Okay, and if I don't make too many people mad, Dr. White, he's my boss. The dean's not here, so I can trash all over him. Damn him, miss my major concert. That's all right. That dean, I'm going to tell you something. John Antel works he is a hard-working dean. He's the largest college, and he cares about this band. You know how we know? He came out to rehearsal and tell us. And you go to any major university in this country, the dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences comes out to the practice field to tell these kids how much he appreciates them. That's a man of integrity, a man of his word. So let's give Dr. John Antel a round of applause and make a good listen. Distinguished people, distinguished. Tonight is the word we're using, distinguished. However, tomorrow night is a very important night for distinguished alumni. And there's no greater support person for this band than Steve Hall and his lovely wife. Thank you for coming. Chairman of HAO, Houston Alumni Organization, CEO, everything else. I mess all the words up, President, but he's also a very good friend to me and this band. Please recognize Steve Hall. Vice Chancellor, President, there's too many titles. They're just important people, you need to know that. Someone that came in here and, I mean, he lit a fire under a lot of people. Not me, I have too many fires lit under me, I'm on fire already. He didn't have to, he knew that, he left me alone a little bit, just said, calm down, keep going. He'd say, David, calm down, move on. And that is our ever popular, very, very good friend of the band, leading the university to the next level. And with working for Dr. Douche, a wonderful, wonderful person, and his wonderful wife, Mike Ryerson and Kayla, right over here. In charge of the advancement. Kayla, his beautiful wife, is a vocalist, a wonderful person in teaching here in the Morse School. I can't go on about this, so I'm not. Dr. Lampkin and her wonderful husband, John, support this band and every single thing in the Morse School of Music. If there were a concert of an accordion, she would be here. If there's someone playing the spoons, if it's a student, she's here. Recognize Dr. Lynn Lampkin, Associate Director of Morse School, and her husband, who came on his own to a band concert one time right here. I'm hurrying. Like I said, these evenings don't happen without the support of your administration. And there's no greater friend to the band, to the School of Music, but listen to me carefully. There is no greater friend to music education and music than the leader of the Morse School of Music, and that's Dr. David Ashley White right here. I'm not missing these opportunities, Barbara, so give me a second. While back, I met this incredibly vivacious, outspoken, fun, energetic, beautiful woman out of Morris Society, Gayla. And I ride on the coattails of everybody. You can figure that out. And I latched on to her. Oh, lo and behold, her husband is now the president, chairman of the Board of Regents for the University of Houston. And Barbara Hermes and Leroy Hermes are visionary. He's an architect, and with his vision, along with his colleagues on the Board of Regents and our distinguished president,
If you haven't seen the Master 25-year plan, the master plan, and I must add John Mantel's vision as well for this college, you are missing something. I want to introduce to you the chairman of the University of Houston System Board of Regents and his wonderful wife, Barbara and Leroy Hermes. Thank you, people that have spent your dollars and time to tickets for this. We really appreciate it. There's a front row back here, very special people. Front row up here. Over in one of these boxes is a distinguished person. Kathy Frank is being honored tomorrow night as a distinguished alumni from the University of Houston. She is a band alumni as well. Okay, just a second. She is a Cougar doll, and according to these wonderful people here, she is also an alumni of Con Mega. She'll be honored tomorrow. Kathy Frank, thank you. She put the auction together, the dinner together. She's a good friend. All right, I know, shut up. I won't talk any much more after this. Ms. Ricer, come on up to the stage. Terry, are you in the audience? Is your daughter here? Well, you got to answer, Terry. Come on, Ms. Ricer. Terry, we just want to make sure that you knew that I knew you were in the audience. But Terry, Carol's daughter's band director explained that, that's wonderful, yada, 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 but she's also a graduate of the University of Houston, Moore School of Music, and is a very successful band director. It's cool to have a band mom that is, the daughter is into all activity as well. They're crazy. All right. 3 years, 7 years actually, and we've not done a presentation like this. Isn't that ridiculous? You get the Cougar this year. She makes the band program better, trust me. And now, Spirit on Stage needs to start. And I want you to know who does Spirit on Stage, because it's not me. I'll get credit for it. Thank you. But 2 alumni of the band, Steve McDonald and Francis Chambers, the 4th, not the 3rd, my mistake, the 4th, and Michael Rosario, a famous, really wonderful dancer, designer, choreographer. Where am I from? Oklahoma. Okay. They put these things together. They are amazing young man, and I really appreciate their work. And ladies and gentlemen, the final version of Spirit on Stage.
Thank you, Bill. I don't do much presenting all that stuff. That's all these guys. Great show. Stay standing. Now listen, thank you so much for coming. I told you I guess you had to have before 11 actually. It's really close to a little after 9:30. And don't forget, you took 20 minutes to go spend some time out there, so. But, you know, I don't know, that's about it for me. I mean, do you like this band? I do too, actually. I do too. Listen, conference championship, great time. You guys got anything else you want to say? I got one thing, I got one announcement, so it's important. The silent auction will close at 9:45. Anybody else have anything else that needs to say?
Mr. Bertman, I have something actually.
Kim Moses, who never speaks.
Oh, you might need this.
Oh, please, people.
In front of all these people tonight, all of our friends and some of our family too, with all my love.
There's no way. That's how you end the show. Here we go. Fight song! We will see you Friday. Some of you will see Thursday. Thank you so much for coming. Oh yeah, I forgot the reprise. God bless the job. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the fight song again. Here we go. Last time.